Good afternoon, fellow Zimbabweans. Welcome to yet another episode of Now the Great Vet. Today we're talking about titles. I'm sure most of us know the many names that are thrown around by our political elite in attempts basically to make themselves sound far more important than they really are. We have each party that has their own, the government has its own system. It even extends down to churches, businesses, and even schools. Today, however, we're concentrating on the one that refers to political parties and the names that they give themselves in their various structures. First one we've got is comrade. It's a very common one, used extensively in the former USSR, and by default is now used in the ruling party of Zimbabwe. I mean, even I use it sometimes. However, what does it really mean? It means a companion who shares one's activities or a fellow member of an organization or group. It basically denotes loyalty and association to one particular group. Leader, a term coined by the opposition in Zimbabwe to differentiate themselves from the ruling party. It carries the following meanings: person or thing that is most successful or advanced. Boss, captain, director, superior, ringleader. Honorable, a title given to all our hard-working MPs and ministers. This word means decent, ethical, fair, just, moral, principled, upright. Yes, probably all the words one would not use when describing most, not all, but most, of our fine specimens of MPs and ministers. Chairman, Secretary General, Treasurer, all the parties seem to have those posts, and people contest for them and then get the privilege of calling themselves that. For example, Brett, Chairman, Masvingo Province, Fidza, Secretary, Midlands Province. Makes one sound high and mighty, if you ask me. Then we have the Colossus. His Excellency, President and First Secretary, Head of State and Government, Commander-in-Chief of the Defence Force, Chancellor of all state universities, Life President, Son of Man, Patrons of War Veterans, Conqueror of the British Empire, and Liberator of Farms. Fidza, have we got all those names right? Eh? We haven't missed one now, because you know how some people get very emotional when we miss those names and we'll get in trouble. They're all there, eh? Those are the only ones. Okay. All these titles, are they really worthy of anyone who is part of the current ruling elite in Zimbabwe? If a country was functioning and looking after its citizens, spending responsibly, then yes, maybe we could call them that. But to be called honorable, that's pushing it. Some even use that on their Facebook pages and WhatsApp groups. Their own relatives can't even find them on social media because they don't know them as honorable. I'm not Honorable Brett, I'm just Brett. Even ex-MPs still use it. Someone should really tell them that honourable has gone, just like that knighthood that was taken back to England that someone's very touchy about. But not to worry, guys. We at Breton Vets have come up with our own word that we will use from now on to describe those who purport to stand for the people. Yes, after a lot of research, our attempts to be different and new, we will from now on call anyone who works on behalf of the Zimbabwean people a servant. The dictionary defines servant: a person employed to perform duties, to attend, to treat, to assist. Someone who puts the interests of others before their own. In government, political parties, NGOs, in any organization really that serves the interests of the citizens at large, should and must be called servants. Servants for the people and servants for Zimbabwe. Everything that they do should be done with two things in mind: Zimbabwe and Zimbabwean people. These guys are so used to the high sounding titles, feeling important, it's time we cut them down to size. Servant Brett sounds much better than Honourable Brett or His Excellency Brett, don't you think? So from this day on, we at Brett Movet will address each and every partner that emails, messages or contacts us as servant, followed by their name. And when we end off our communications, we will add for Zimbabwe, for the people. In this small way, we will start the change that we want to see. And that brings an end to another episode of Naodza Brett Movet. If you like what I'm saying and you agree with the stuff that I say, then please feel free to like my Facebook page, Brett Movet, and I've also got a YouTube channel also entitled Brett Movet. Thank you.